secondly, if someone were going to do this, they would want solar because electricity is expensive now and it's going to be more expensive. So we don't even have to tell them to use solar. I think people will because it's cost effective to use solar. So I think we're getting away from the benefit of having urban agriculture by focusing so much on cannabis.
Well, I personally don't see a way to approve it unless they even acknowledge cannabis in the ZTA. Now, that doesn't, we wouldn't be saying, we can put in a sentence that says, we support, you know, edible flowers and lettuce and all the things, but what we do not support
Right.
is the ability to grow cannabis in an unlicensed manner. And the fact that ZTA is silent on it. So, you know, there can't be any cross-referencing. Do you feel better with that? I mean, certainly we can put it, but I personally, I don't see a way to support this with all of those pieces of the puzzle missing. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I think it is important to put it in because one of the problems that one can run into is the absence of a statement and somebody kind of backdooring their way in. So if we don't have something in place, it's harder to undo something that's come in because nothing was said.
Sure.
Well, there was no, I didn't find anything saying I couldn't do it, so I'm doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so therefore I think it is important.
Gotcha.
And I'm not saying that the statement isn't important. I just wanted to make the point that we were dwelling on cannabis.
Well, I mean, for good reason, because, you know, walk up and down Flatbush Avenue, walk up and down Church Avenue.
I know.
Just don't want to see that a whole nother, yes, Mr. Ross.
I'm so happy to be here. I just wanted to share this. Community Board 8 has that problem of small shops. And this is something that I'm seeing as a pattern. I just wanted to caution, I would put this question out, if people are growing illegal cannabis that consists of creating an illegal tenancy of that building, and they could possibly lose the building, and thus for people that are paying tenants or renting, they don't have to pay. It's similar to prostitution or anything going on. When you create an illegal tenancy, people can lose their building. So these are things that were tossed around in Community Board 8. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Thank you. Okay, so can we take a vote on that? Yes, hi, please introduce yourself.
I'm Sabina Dorville.
Oh, sorry, I'm just having a thing, thanks.
It's okay. I do agree, I don't know her name, but I do agree, especially for the communities that are mostly marginalized. I think urban agriculture is very necessary because a lot of us do live in food appetite communities. And so by saying disapprove because of cannabis, I think we're letting go of what the communities need. For example, for me, I live on Flatbush Junction. And so to get fresh food, there's no like those farmers markets that go by the public library. And so having those urban agriculture will serve the needs of the community, especially as the majority of those communities are experiencing obesity, high blood pressure. And so having those urban agriculture and opening it for other people in the community will be very helpful. So I'm not against putting the statement about cannabis, but I think we're losing the sight of what the community need in terms of health, and also embracing the fact that a lot of people are moving forward and trying to have more accessible and fresh foods readily available, where they don't have to travel 30 minutes on a bus and kind of going right back home with bags and bags of food. So,
Thank you.
So this would be supporting supporting this in order to support access to healthy foods and wholesome products to decrease health disparities and to ensure proper hurdles to any cannabis retail or cannabis growth activities.
So I'm gonna start with the motion to disapprove unless the condition is made that cannabis be added to the ZTA, and it be looked at more closely due to the business trends, and with a positive statement about the fact that we do support other crops at this time.
But the basic that do not support unless,
Yes,
okay.
do not support unless, that's the basis of this. Anyone in favor? Okay, those opposed? Did everybody vote? Did that carry? Or was that a tie?
Six in favor and, 8.
No, if you voted yes,
Yeah.
that means you were against
You were
this
against it.
with the condition that we support healthy foods or something like that.
No. Do not support unless cannabis is included in the ZTA.
Yeah,
zones group.
Right,
But that did not carry. It lost 8-6.
Maybe we should say approved,
Yeah.
provided.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's not what the chair is asking.
Confusion, so it's that.
That's, yeah. No, I agree with you. That's all I.
Here's my motion, and then if you don't support my motion.
and we go through this every time we have a negative motion.
Yeah.
Every time.
Now
That's
we're-
what I'm gonna say, that it's 9 o'clock, and I don't think we're gonna be able to do this tonight, so we're gonna have to figure out something else.
I
We're
do-
gonna have what we need.
I don't think the wording was clear in that, I myself was confused with the wording. Because I want to support it, but with the proviso that cannabis is not, we're concerned about the cannabis. And I wasn't.
That was the
I
next
didn't-
motion.
That's the next motion.
So the next motion is to approve
Provided.
with the condition that cannabis be added to the CTA and it be given special consideration.
Okay.
Those in favor? Those opposed? Right, that's what we'll present to the board. So it's 9 o'clock. I don't think we're gonna be able to get through this in any other meaningful way. So what is the next step with regards to going to the board on Monday?
Is our February meeting too late for this?
Yeah.
It's on Monday.
No,
So the February
Oh,
meeting
sorry.
will be after, possibly after the CPC.
our deadline to.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take this out during the big old board meeting. We're gonna check out the reference during the big
I don't think we
meeting.
could do that because the calendar's out.
It's gonna be wild.
Okay, well, the bylaws have several provisos for calling special meetings, emergency meetings, all kinds of other meetings. And 10 calendar days is the number of days to duly notice a public hearing.
To us under, we're more than happy to return.
So what do you say? What do you suggest?
Yeah.
Create a committee in the whole.
Yeah.
Create a committee of the whole. On like the 17th or the 24th.
Yeah.
There'll be a few meetings that week. All right, board members, so the idea is to go to the board on Monday and request a committee of the whole be formed. We can tell them what progress we made here so far, and then the rest of the work for this will be done in a committee of the whole, who would be empowered to make the decision that night once all of the conversations are finished about each item.
8 through 18.
Correct.
Okay.
We can ask for the board, since we haven't, we'll ask them to go through and support, or to support what the work we've done so far.
Mhm.
So that has board acceptance, and then move on to a committee of the whole
To finish the remaining.
to finish the remaining. Yes,
At tomorrow's board meeting, what will be your vote in terms of representing our board?
so all I can do is parrot what we've said here. and let them know that Community Board 13 has not made a decision. And editorialize, once again, these zoning text amendments are really too big to look at in a meaningful way, in the time allotted. Too many Venn diagrams going on. So, I'll just report out and then we've only gotten through half of them, so I guess.
Not quite.
But some of them don't apply, really. We don't have to do campuses.
Like, what is,
One?
how many,
Gotcha.
How many do you think
hold
we
on
can
for a
knock
second, how many do we have, that are like, approved?
off?
Seven.
And how many do we disapprove?
Oh,
Oh.
Off the floor, off the floor.
Okay, we only disapproved one, the rest were approved?
Yeah.
Yeah, five, the upper floor was there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Less. The others.
So only two were disapproved or one?
One.
Okay, so I'll let the record reflect that at the borough board meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, like I think,
That it's leaning more positive with lots of conditions.
yeah, exactly, yeah. We had modification requests, but
Right.
I got 1-7 recognition.
Um,
Can we, are there two we can knock off so we can say we did half?
no,
No.
sorry, then, that's just meeting, meeting is no longer acceptable. Okay, so do I have a motion to, adjourn this public hearing?
Second.
Okay, this public hearing is adjourned at 9:01 p.m.
All right. Thank you, folks.
Thank you, Patricia. Appreciate that.
He booted on you. Saw that, I'm like. I saw that it rebooted.